Hi, I'm Rick Morton, and welcome to Profiles for the 1993 Summer BBSI in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are coming to you this time, would you believe, from the Netherlands. We're in Holland. We're actually in a town called Keukenhof, which is about 30 miles outside of Amsterdam, a place where they grow millions and millions and millions of tulips. And we have come here to Holland with Steve Stefano to help his company Joico celebrate the grand opening of their European facility. They've got a filling plant and a new warehouse operation here in Holland. We'll show you that. Plus, we're going to give you some surprises. We're going to take you to Cosmoprof, the consummate Italian beauty industry trade show, for those of you who have never seen what Cosmoprof is all about. Plus, a whole lot more. So don't go away, because we'll get started with Profiles right after this. On this edition of Profiles, in addition to Steve Stefano and Joico, you'll meet Dina Meri, Hayashi, ABBA, Aretae, Creative Nail Design, M. Rector and Associates, Williams Publications, and the wit and wisdom of Tom Redmond. All coming up on this edition of Profiles. Well, welcome back to Profiles for the 93 Summer BBSI. And with me, of course, is Steve Stefano. And you know, the last time Steve was on the show, we were over at the Joico plant in Southern California, and I held up a picture of an artist's rendering of what Steve said was their European facility. And I said, are you really going to do this? And he said, do it. It's almost finished.
And it is finished.
And it is finished.
Right.
This is not it.
No, this is my home here in Holland, right.
This is where Steve is going to live. Actually, this is a 14th or 13th century, the last medieval castle left in Holland. We are in Redmond, Holland, south of Amsterdam,
right,
in the Netherlands. And this is where Steve has chosen to put the brand new Joico facility. And we're going to take you over there. You've got a grand opening tonight. The mayor is coming, people, dignitaries from Holland.
It's a very exciting evening. In fact, we're almost in walking distance to my facility.
Right over there. Why did you decide to do this? What made you decide to put a facility?
Well, we want to be part of the European common market. If you really want to compete with the Europeans, you've got to become part of the common market. And that's the reason why we've decided to locate here. Not only that, you have over 350 million people here in Europe. Wow. When they're going to bring in other countries in Eastern Europe, we're going to have over 700 million people to deal with. It's obvious the direction we're going to go in.
That's right, all using Joico shampoo. We're going to take you to the new Joico facility. We're going to show you around a little bit inside this medieval castle. We're going to introduce you to the people that Steve has put in place here, and just generally show you what's going to happen with Joico in Europe in 1993. So let's get started. We'll go to the front.
Okay, let's go.
What a place this is. I think you ought to get like a little apartment up here or something, because
I think
you
right
could do
too.
that. And then doing this show is always fun, but some things are more fun than others. And on my visit to Holland to cover the opening of the new Joico plant, Steve Stefano took some time from his busy schedule to show me around this beautiful but very old castle. It's just a stone's throw from Joico's new European home office. We even walked through the old dungeon, where Steve says medieval diverters were kept. I asked Steve why he chose Redmond, Holland as the location for the new facility.
The reason why we located here in Holland is, number one, we can communicate with the people. They all speak English as well as Dutch, of course. But more importantly, they're giving us the incentives. The atmosphere is right. It's gorgeous countryside, gorgeous city, country. It really worked out really well. We've looked at a lot of locations throughout Europe, but this was the ultimate right here.
Any problems, unique problems when you started this, when you really decided you're going to build a building here?
No, there wasn't any problems. It took a lot of planning. It took a lot of time to really analyze exactly what we were going to do and how we were going to grow, the first stages and second stages, third stages, and that type of thing. But the city fathers here in Redmond were absolutely unique, working with us every step of the way to help us in the development of Joico Europe.
Well, you picked a beautiful spot.
Yeah,
and
as far as I'm concerned, it would be very difficult to find a spot much better than this.
And it's great having this kind of... If you spend any time around this beautiful country, you might think Joico chose Holland for its beauty, not because it's a great location for doing international business. There are windmills, tulips, more tulips, and tulips. What a place this is. Steve arranged for us to spend the entire day among the flowers, but we were really just resting up for what was the biggest event of the year in Redmond, the grand opening party for Joico Europe. You know, there's lots of people here. I'm not sure who they all are, but I understand that there are vendors here, people that helped build this facility. There are dignitaries from the city of Redmond and from the country here in Holland. There are some press people here, distributors from Holland. There are people here from Joico England, people from Joico Canada. this opening of this facility is quite important to a lot of people beyond Steve Stefano, because it means that it makes it so much easier for them to do business in the common market. And everyone is quite excited about that, and it's going to make quite a difference. A lot of people here. The festivities are going to start in about 15 minutes. The mayor is going to speak, Steve Stefano is going to speak, and they're actually going to start at the machine. It's exciting beyond belief. What can I tell you? What are these little things here? Do you speak English?
A little bit.
Everybody that we have been to in Holland, the first question is, do you speak English? They all say a little bit, and then they proceed to speak perfect English.
I will.
You will?
I'll try.
No. Lots of food here. Are you having a good time here?
I do.
Do you know about Joico?
Joico, they did all their hair, our hair.
They did?
Yes, they did.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that they brought a hairstylist in this
Yes.
morning, and
Yes.
they did all the women
All the
that are
girls.
serving everybody
Yes.
today did all
Yes.
the hair. Looks beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Most excellent. It was fun seeing all the familiar Joico faces from the States sitting down having lunch at one time in Holland. I tracked down Senior Vice President Michael Dockraden and asked him how he felt about this exciting Joico grand opening.
On my way out.
Are you impressed with this place like we are?
I'm very impressed. Very impressed. They did a terrific job, a fantastic job here. It's beautiful. It's more than I expected it to be. The catering company obviously did a wonderful job here, but the manufacturing facility was set up first class. Quality is taken into consideration from the beginning to the end. It's basically a quality assurance program. Couldn't be more pleased.
Now, what's going to happen with you from your responsibility? What kind of responsibility do you have within the company for the European operation?
I'm going to get a chance to come here and visit. No, I'm just teasing.
See that they're all doing the right thing.
Exactly. Sales. I'll be responsible for sales and then also for any research and development that occurs within the facility here.
You know, as facilities go, this is a beautiful place. This is the entranceway from the front door, and look how bright it is. There's a skylight all the way the length of this building. Beautiful material on the walls, pictures on the walls. The offices are state-of-the-art. Everything here is brand spanking new, and it all has that very European, very high-tech look. It is a beautiful facility, and it's certainly a tribute to Steve Stefano and the people at Joico. Steve had arranged for everyone to tour the new facility, and it seemed like everyone showed up. There were hairdressers and beauty supply people, city officials, political leaders, maybe even the royal family, I'm not sure. But one guy who was really thrilled about this whole thing was International Vice President Bill Roca.
Absolutely exciting day. We've been waiting for this for about a year and a half now, and it's a dream come true.
I remember about a year and a half, I was sitting with you for the first time in your office talking about international business, and you said one of these days we're going to open a plant overseas.
That's correct. And here we are right in Europe in the common market, and I believe we're probably the first American major company, haircare company here in the common market.
I see a filling line over there. Being a part of the European common market has been a goal of Steve Stefano's almost since the beginning. And walking around his new facility, you can tell he's as proud of this as a father with a new baby. You'll be formulating, mixing, filling, you're making all your bottles here?
We do all the manufacturing here, all the formulating takes place in Los Angeles.
Right.
But all the manufacturing for Europe will take place right here in this facility. We have 15,000 square feet. We have a couple acres of land. Our second phase will be 30,000. The third phase will be 45,000. But we are geared to be able to manufacture for all the needs of Europe. I mean, we're really ready. Since we've been here in this major project,
The high point of the day was certainly the dedication ceremony and the first bottle of Joico product off the line. Hellman's mayor congratulated Steve and the entire Joico staff and then did the honors, pressing the button to start the machine.
Mr. Stefano, my congratulations. I hope you will be successful from Helmond in conquering Europe.
thank you.
Okay, well,
What do you think of that music?
the music was great. It was dramatic. It was dramatic.
It was all of that, right?
And everything worked.
Everything worked. It
Everything
was
worked
amazing.
except for us when we were back in the back of the room, we were going to shoot your toast, right?
Right.
47 people in front of us stood up. So I said, it's okay. Nobody wants to see Steve Stefano
No,
drink
who
anyway.
cares, right.
It went very well, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody
Thrilled.
here is just thrilled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of support, so it's worked out well.
So how do you feel?
I feel terrific.
Yeah? I mean, this is
terrific.
months and months and months and months of work.
Years, it's more than months.
That's what I said. This is years and years and years of work.
Right.
The bottle just went off the line, the first one.
Yeah, it's really quite exciting. This is it. Ice, and ice is hot.
Ice is hot. Are you gonna put that in a frame now in your office?
Well, we're going to do something very special with this.
Yeah. The responsibility for taking care of that very special bottle of ice lies with Leo van der Wilt. He's the managing director for Europe for Joico.
It was very, very exciting. And well, we have great fun in working here every day. We have a good team, a small number of people, but we are laughing every day. And well, everybody knows every detail of the company, and that's most important to create a superb team.
What a place. This is great. This has been great. This has been a great day. We've had a great time. You took me to a castle that you're not actually going to live in, of course. Great,
No, not today, maybe tomorrow.
great party.
A terrific party.
Was this, I mean, how'd you feel about this party today?
Well, I was extremely excited because this was the grand opening kickoff of Joico Europe, and it's a major step for Joico because this is the first facility we've ever built where we own it, we own the land. We started from bottom up. This is the first one outside of the U.S.
You had a lot of people here today. A lot of people.
We had a lot of support there.
A lot of support. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed this visit with Steve Stefano and Joico. We've never come to Holland before. Steve has brought us here, shown us around, had a great time. We have seen the facility that probably will come back here 2 or 3 years, and that additional 30,000 feet is going to be there.
At least.
You'll probably have another 20 or 30 filling lines going, and as
At
the mayor
least.
in there said, soon we hope you're going to own Europe. So
Well, that's next. Europe, all of Europe is next.
that's good. The music comes out, you know.
Right.
We had a great time with Steve Stefano in Holland. But you know, just because they're growing by leaps and bounds in Europe doesn't mean they're neglecting the home front. As a matter of fact, Steve has just invested millions of dollars in a brand new lab facility at the company's home office in Southern California. You outdid yourself in Holland, I think.
I think we did too.
Needless to say. But I got to tell you, you've also outdone yourself here. This, I mean, 6 months ago we were here, we were downstairs, and I think I was talking to Michael Dockraden, and I'm pointing up here, and he said, you know, very soon there's going to be this huge new R&D facility up there. And I said, oh, that's nice. Whoa. Big
Yeah,
place
this
here.
is really amazing when you take a look at it. And the reason why we've structured our new lab here, this is R&D, but we have 2 types of R&D. This lab here that we're presently in is R&D. This is for the hair care products, skin care products, and the lab next door is R&D for reactive. It's a reactive lab, meaning permanent waves.
Permanent waves.
That's our concentration in that lab over there.
This has been one of your dreams now for, what, 5, 6 years to have
Yeah,
expanded R&D?
My whole desire and my whole thought process is to have the finest lab set up anywhere in the United States. And I have this, and I'm on my way to that. We want to set the trends. We want to be the leader in the industry. We want the industry to follow Joico's lead in what we're going, the direction. We want to take our industry and improve our industry. This is my whole concept. I want to improve the industry. We want to bring it to a new level. We want to do this with the hairdressers. We'd like to see the other companies get involved and do the same thing. We want to make this industry something super special. It's a beautiful industry. I've been in this industry now for 37 years. I love this industry. We're gonna make some real positive changes. That's what I'm excited about.
I want to take a moment here on Profiles to talk to you about something that's very important to most everyone in the beauty industry, and that, of course, is promotion. And what you see behind me is a small representation of what one person does in this industry. Her name is Sandra Myers. And you know, like so many people that we deal with, in the professional beauty industry. They specialize in dealing with this industry. Of course, we do. A number of consultants that you are familiar with, people from executive headhunters to graphic artists specialize in the beauty industry, and Sandra Myers is one of those people. And I wanted to take a minute to show you some of the kinds of things that Sandra is doing, because she does such great work. Behind me are a number of banners. Look at this. This is a 6-foot banner for Indola that's all 100% cotton, custom silk screened. Here's something that she's done recently for Sebastian. ISO, multicolored silk, almost a silk feel for Nucleic A. Here's a Redmond promotion of some sort, a banner for a salon. Look at this. This is white satin for Joico. This is a beautiful banner. Multicolored piece for Schwarzkopf, another one for ISO. The thing about Sandra is that she knows the beauty industry. So when you call her and you say, you know, we have an idea for a distributor salesman promotion, she knows what that means, and she knows the kind of promotion you're probably talking about. She probably has a good idea of how much money you want to spend. Let me show you a couple of other quickies here, okay? Here's one that she's recently done for our friends at Lanza. Again, a 2-color custom silkscreen cloth banner. Very, very nice piece. Look at this one. Authorized gallery salon for Nucleic A. Here's this is kind of a generic back bar area that you would hang over that says this is our shampoo area. This is a beautiful banner. Look at this. This is just great. This is for Connie and the people up at Tressa. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4 colors on black poly cotton. Bags. Look at this bag. This is a brand new piece that Sandra at Salon Promotions has just done for Joico. This is custom silk screened all the way around. A very unique treatment to make a beautiful tote bag. Very, very high quality stuff. T-shirts. Here's a T-shirt that's very unique. Look at this. This is a 4-color, almost like a piece of art on the T-shirt. Everything right down to, this is interesting. This is static cling. You know what this is, right? These peel off and they go on the window like this. Just rub them down like that. Stays on the window. Goes to the other side, of course, and then when they want to move it to a different window, the static cling just peels back off again. Pretty neat, huh? Here's a open and close sign that she did for Nucleic A. It sticks on the window like that. The point here, of course, is not that you need to get this particular kind of open and close sign or this particular kind of bag. The fact is, whatever you need in the area of promotion for your distributorship or for the salons or for your manufacturer, Sandra Myers knows what you need and probably can supply it at a good price at the highest possible quality. So I just wanted to show you some of the kinds of things that she does, because whether you are a distributor with special needs for your salon promotions, or whether you are a manufacturer with special needs for your distributor promotions, Sandra Myers can help you, I guarantee. Her number, by the way, in Minneapolis is area code 612-338-5297. Sandra Myers of Salon Promotions. I am really impressed by what she does, and I thought you would be too, so give her a call. Listen, don't go away, because when we come back, Claudio Bonaccia, the Italian stallion, has brought us to Venice, his homeland, the city he loves more than anything in the world.
I'm glad to see you.
It's great. It's great to be here. When we come back on Profiles, we're going to show you this beautiful city of Venice. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Venezia.
Venezia la Bella.
Venezia la Bella. I think it was 6 or 7 years ago that we first brought you up here to Minnesota to introduce you to Jim Williams and Jude Williams and the people at Williams Publications. This company is the premier publisher of distributor newspapers and deal sheets, promotional material in the beauty industry. In those days, though, these computer workstations were not part of Williams because they just weren't available. Now, of course, everything here at Williams is fully computerized and very much state-of-the-art. So we thought it was time once again to introduce you to Jim and Jude and the people here at Williams Publications.
Hi, this is Lisa calling from Williams Publications. How are you doing? I'm just calling to see if you received the artwork that I sent to you. You did.
You know, it's going to be difficult in this amount of time to show you all of the things that they do at Williams Publications and the things that they do better than anybody in the beauty industry. Here's the CEO, Jim Williams. Do you like it when people call you the premier publisher in this industry?
Does that mean we're the best? Yes, then I'd like that.
Well, I think that's probably
22 years we've been doing this. We ought to know what we're doing by now.
22 years. let's start right off the top, Jim. One thing we've talked about a number of times is that you are not a printer of beauty supply newspapers. You do a lot more than that.
No, we're a creative agency
You do
with
it
a
all.
signature product.
A signature
What does
product.
that
What is
mean?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Right.
say. What does that mean?
The signature product is the distributor newspaper. If you ask most people what Williams Publications does, they would say, oh, they do distributor newspapers. But we do a lot more than that, too. That's what we started doing. We still do it. But in addition to publications, we're a marketing agency. So we can help you define your market, find your market, decide how best to reach the market. Everybody's not the same. It's not like buying one suit of clothes that fits all bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also a direct mail house. We have used direct mail for 22 years for most of the distribution. So we understand that very well. So we can combine the needs, your publication needs, your direct mail needs, and your marketing needs, answer all the questions that evolve from those things and give you a complete package of services.
What about the distributor that says, you know, we've thought about doing a distributor newspaper, but maybe we should just do it in-house, you know, do it ourselves. What do you say to that?
Because we do it better. After 22 years of doing this, we know it very well, and we do it very well. A newspaper, catalog, flyer, brochure, show promotion, whatever product you would do or have us do, a single sales sheet that you tuck in your bill and send out. It's a salesperson for your company. And I would expect that anybody who really wanted that effort to succeed and the investment to be returned would pay as much attention to the selection of a vendor or the product itself as he would in hiring a salesperson, adding to his staff. It's just as important.
Amy, excuse me, there's the camera here, millions of people are watching. I understand there's something you want to say to somebody here.
Yes.
Look right in the camera there, go
I'd
ahead.
like to say hi to Al in Arizona.
Who's Al?
Al's a good friend of mine in Arizona.
Al in Arizona.
Yes, Al's a good friend.
Distributor?
Yes.
Is this a thing between you and Al?
I don't think I can say that.
Have you ever met him?
He was golfing. He was busy golfing last time. He was
So you've never met him?
No.
He's just sent you letters, right?
Well,
Probably told you he was like 6'4". Have you met him? He's like 5'6", balding, glasses,
that's okay.
5 kids and a wife. And
That's okay. I have 4 kids and I'm married too.
Jim, let's get back to cost again. You said that you have a product that I, as a distributor, could actually buy for $349. Complete?
Complete.
Complete.
You get 1,000 pieces.
What if that's not what I need,
$349.
though? I mean, do you
fine.
design
No, that's-
specific?
Yeah, that's why I say a creative agency with a signature product. So we'll create anything you want. We work in the professional beauty industry. We know the manufacturers, we know the distributors, we know the products, we know the customers, we know the way to sell, we know the way to reach them, find them. We've got a prospecting program that will help you find new customers. We're heavy on telemarketing. We are located minutes from one of the few bulk mail regional distribution centers in the country, which means we take your mail directly to a regional center, which will save you days on mailing. It's an ideal situation.
You know, we could probably spend most of our show telling you about the wonderful things that the people at Williams Publications do, and do better than everybody else. But the fact of the matter is, we just don't have time. We've only got time for a brief conversation with 2 of my favorite people in the industry, Jim and Jude Williams. You thought I wasn't going to come in and talk to you together, right? This is Jim Williams and Jude Williams, the Williams team, as it were. And they run this business, of course, for, what, 22 years? And you only look like 25 years old.
There you go again.
What do you think, seriously, has made this business so successful? If you had to put it into, like, one thing.
One thing, second chance, one thing.
Second chance.
Good
Steal my
staff.
answer. You stole my answer.
Good staff.
That's not
Staff,
fair.
good people, they all care, we try hard. Good customers.
It's like 5 or 6 things.
It's a short show.
Yeah. If you had to say, what would you say?
Well, I was going to. You know
were
what I
gonna
was
say
going to
this.
say. It's our good staff giving good service to great clients.
That says it. You want to say your booth number again?
1,
2,
3.
4.
Gee, that's
Together.
so cute, isn't it?
That wasn't
Together
even
now, all 3 of
rehearsed.
us. Ready?
Booth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And don't you forget it. We are in Kokenhof, or Kokenhof. I have a real hard time saying that word. And this is, of course, the gardens. But the interesting thing about it, I wanted to take just a minute. Look at these tulips, or whatever they are. These are just huge. people, companies can actually exhibit here. It's very much like a beauty industry trade show. It's just that, Dave, if you'll just tilt down, look at this board just a second. You see that? It says WAM Kennings, and then it says Norwegian. I don't know what the word is, but these people develop flower bulbs, you know, like they develop a particular kind of tulip, and then if they think that they've got a particular great one, they can exhibit it here at Kukendorf, and people can look at the particular variety of tulip that they have, and then hopefully when they go to the store to buy tulips, they will buy the particular kind of bulb that they saw here that was such a beautiful flower. And I guess these companies actually pay for the right to exhibit their flowers. They send them in and put their name on it, and they say, look at what we can do by our bulb. It's kind of like buy our shampoo. It's all the same. It's 5 minutes to 9, and here's Claudio. We've been here. It's okay that, see, we came at 8 o'clock, right? How you doing? We came at 8 o'clock. Claudio obviously has been out in his boat having a great time. Boy, you look suave and debonair. You know, you're almost an hour late. Yeah, normally. The crew has had like 2 breakfasts. Yeah? Stopped and got coffee. Yeah, he stopped and got coffee. Boy, where you been? All tan?
On the lake.
Oh, yeah?
I see you in Venice.
Yeah. Well, we're here. We're waiting for you.
You know, I really forgot about you.
He forgot. He forgot about us. Everybody else in there is all dressed up today. There's faxes all over his desk saying, Claudio, don't forget, it's Tuesday.
I was thinking it was after tomorrow.
I know. Tuesday, see, that's Thursday. It sounds the same in Italian.
It's a nice, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good day.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, we're going to let you go park, and then we'll get you when you come in.
Okay. Ciao. Ciao, Dave.
Well, it's always a joy to come down here at Costa Mesa in Southern California to meet our friends at Dina Meri. The business card says it all. It says world leader in beauty. And of course, if you know Claudio Bonazza, you know Dina Meri. They make the premier rollabout carts in the industry. They are second to none. And this visit is going to be kind of special because we are going to talk to Claudio and Dave and Massimo and the people here in Southern California. But then as a special treat, we are going to take you along with Dina and Claudio on a boat through the canals of Venice because Claudio took us around his hometown of Venice in Italy. Boy, we just had a great time. So let's go back inside now and meet these great people here at Dina Meri. And don't forget, later on, Claudio will take us to Venice, Italy, where you'll hear the gondoliers playing the accordion for their tourists. You'll see the pigeons flying in the piazzas. All that and much more. But first, let's get back to Costa Mesa, California for the latest of what's happening at Dina Meri. When you come out here and you look at all these boxes ready to ship of Dina Meri products, you must say to yourself, I truly am the king of the rollabout.
Yes,
right?
I'm the king.
Who's that guy on television that does that? We've talked about this before. You have a legitimate good time at all this stuff. I mean, you really have fun. Don't you?
It's fun to make something new, to try to survive, to try to do, and basically, when you do because you like it, you don't feel depressed or you don't feel.
It's good to do something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Before we, I want to talk to you about the Elite line and the VIP line, which are really totally new and exciting and different
and unique
unique, especially well, both of them, the VIP line, which we've talked about here before briefly, but the Elite line, which is really new and exciting to me. Before we do that, I want to ask you about the feelings. You have some real specific feelings about distribution, pricing of rollabouts, and just what's happening in the industry right now, and yet you're trying to raise this company above all that, right?
Exactly. What we want to do is to give a tool to our customers to be able to make more money. So it's time to stop to selling rollabouts for $62, $61, $60, $59, make no profit, absolutely, losing money. For what?
Right.
So this is what I want to ask to my customers: for what?
Explain that.
Is any particular reason why we have to work and you people have to work for make no profit? No. Whatever you say, if it's the economy bad, we must make a living. And also, I think if we don't raise the price, we don't force our customer to be more qualified.
You know, we were looking at, I won't give the details here, but we're looking at some ads where people are selling a rollabout for $63.
63, yes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if somebody buys that rollabout from somebody for $50 or $55, it seems to me that they're making $12, $13. But Claudio, this is going to last a salon
5 years.
5 years. So don't you have to divide that and say, I've done all this work and I'm going to make basically
$1?
Yeah, $2, $2.50 this year.
You have to pay also your employee to moving the rollabout from one place to the other one.
And deliver it and go out and sell it. So it seems to me that with the VIP line, with the new Elite line, they have an opportunity to make
probably under $50 a piece.
And that makes
same unit.
A lot more
same
sense.
Unit.
Doesn't it make a lot more sense?
For the same function of the unit. It's not, I don't want to say same unit.
Right.
It's a different function, but it's no competition. We don't have to compete with the other people on the road, on the other street. So it's basically you are protected. You can, and I think we can help our customers to evolve.
So Claudia, what you're saying is your distributors that carry the Elite and or the VIP, they don't have to compete with the low end.
The salon buy what you suggest. We have to teach them and we have to evolve them. So we are the educator.
In the coming year, Dina Meri distributors around the country will be educating their salons on the most unique concept in rollabout design ever. Here it is. This is the Elite. I'm going to put this over here because this is what I want us to talk about. This is such a unique concept in a rollabout because this looks, this of course is we can close these, and if I close this up, this looks like a complete
piece of furniture.
Yeah, custom furniture, the kind that if I were building a salon, I'd come to you and say, could you build me some custom rollavouts? Because this comes in all different kinds of form.
Exactly.
And yet you've taken advantage of what's familiar to everybody with these, impervious to everything Dina Meri drawers, right? Make life real easy. And this
is the manicuring table.
This is the manicuring table. Now, and I want to get to this in a second. Same concept here?
Exactly.
You're not trying to make this to say, by the way, here's the cheapest thing we can put together.
Absolutely.
You're saying...
We're looking to choose only the top of the line on the market.
Right.
And upgrade, like I said before, upgrade the level of the skill of the manicurist or the pedicurist or...
You're upgrading the distributors as well.
Exactly.
I mean, when you do that, you're basically saying, we're not trying to sell you cheap furniture here.
Absolutely.
We're trying to sell you good stuff.
Good stuff.
You know what a lot of people don't realize about Dina Meri, because of course for years they have specialized in plastic carts, they have a complete woodworking shop here. Not only for the custom work that they do, but also for the new Elite line, which of course basically is cabinetry. There is plastic inside it, but the Elite line is all Formica and wood, and it's basically custom-looking cabinets. And this is part of the Dina Meri plant here in Southern California. Too bad it's not more noisy. Dave Sawyer is Dina Meri's national sales manager, and I asked him what the current hot button was for the Dina Meri distributors around the country. What's the hot button now for Dina Meri?
I think the hot button now is going to be that we're trying to take the cart business as it was once known to the next step up, and that's why we've introduced the VIP and the new Elite line. The cart business as we once knew it was the $49 cart everybody tried to buy as cheap as they possibly can. The problem with that is we see it now is that once you sell that piece, unlike a liquid line that is a continue buyback, the cart business, once you place it, is a 5-year investment for a salon. It's the same amount of voice to spend to sell something for $49 as it is for $249. The $249 cart, everybody gasps, but once you take the cart and you dissect it down to what is included in that $49 cart and what is included in the $249 cart, you see that there's a much better dollar spent value.
And more money for the distributor.
And more money for the distributor ultimately, because now he's placing a $249 ticket in there instead of a $49 ticket.
Well, as you can see here, I spent nearly 15 minutes explaining the VIP line from top to bottom. And if you don't do anything else at this BBSI, make sure you come to the Dina Meri booth and have them show you this terrifically successful product line called VIP. But it was a choice of either showing you all of that or being able to take you to Venice, Italy and show you some of the good times I had with Claudio and the great people from Dina Meri. On the way to Venice, though, we stopped at Claudio's beautiful new home on Lake Mission Viejo in Southern California. This is downright gorgeous here. We're in Mission Viejo, California. Really lovely place. And you're right on the lake, which reminds me of Venice, actually,
Yes.
right?
He's right.
What you've done is you've basically come back to the canal. Except this is not a canal.
It's not the same. It's not Canal Grande. It's right.
This is what do they call it? Lake.
It's a lake in Mission Viejo.
Lake Mission Viejo.
Yes.
And it looks very clean.
Actually, you can see the big fish over there.
I don't know if we can see that. We can kind of see that. It's amazingly clean. I'm really surprised. You know what I want to do? We went to Venice with Claudio about a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And Dave, my cameraman, and I went, and we had a great time. He rented this motorboat. And for a couple of hours, we went around the canal, saw where he used to go to school and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to show you some of that as we go on through profiles throughout the show. But I think we're going to take just a minute, and here's just a clip of Claudio and us, me, and a great time in Venice, Italy. Watch. How old is this city?
It's 1,500 years old.
1,500 years.
More, no, actually it's almost 2,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it's really amazing. Once you get inside, all these buildings,
The beautiful of the building.
the architecture.
You see, every house, normally, they have a door, which it was used before for the garage, for the gondola too. And now, some houses not living, people doesn't live any longer, or they don't use any longer.
This street, when you look back here, winds around. This is one of the few streets. I mean, this is an actual street.
Actually, this is not a street. We call it calle.
Calle, it's like a sidewalk, but it's between buildings.
Yeah, it was a
10 feet wide.
yeah, maybe less. Take a look. This is probably 2 feet. No, 4 feet.
As you walk
And
around
one
Venice,
building is another one.
and as you walk around, you see hotels that have an entrance off the water,
Exactly.
and restaurants that have an entrance. And you go up to the canal, and there's just a little an
And
entrance
take a look
right off
also
the
the
water.
gondola with the serenade.
And here's the guy over here with the gondola, and he's playing the accordion
The
thing.
accordion, yes.
It's great. Wonderful place. And Claudio Bonazza actually grew up here, swimming up and down the canals to gain strength, so someday he could make fine furniture.
We hope so.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Wasn't it fun?
Yeah.
You're going to see some more of that later on Profiles. We were there for in Europe for a couple of weeks, as you probably know, but we were in Venice for a great day with Claudio, and he showed us around his hometown. Great time. This is a beautiful place. You should take us out on this boat later, maybe when it gets dark.
Yeah.
We can ride over. There's a restaurant over there,
Yeah.
right?
We have
And,
a bunch of restaurants.
Really? Claudio's goal for 1994 is to offer his dealers the highest quality merchandise, the VIP and elite lines, so they can in turn realize higher profits. A concept Claudio is convinced will make Dina Meri distributors the most successful in 1994.
And then I hope that my dealers try to start to understand. One, because they make more money. This is the major reason. They make more money, they make more profit.
Sure.
So does it make sense to sell one chair for $190 when the real cost is $140?
Yeah.
And the same story for a rollabout, it's the same story for any other, for a brochure, etc. So we must do something to generate more money and to create them, to give to the salon the opportunity to evolve, to become more professional.
Still to come on Profiles, the wit and wisdom of Tom Redmond. So stay tuned. Hey, Hey, listen, don't go away because when we come back here on Profiles, John Fasson, who is the CEO of Hayashi, and Sharon Hayashi, who is the Hayashi of Hayashi. You've been called that before? On Profiles. Great, great couple. They're married, I think. How come your names aren't the same? What are you laughing at? She's laughing at this. She's laughing. What are you laughing at? She's laughing. Look at her. 5, 4, 3, 2. Well,
here we are.
Here we are.
We come halfway around the world, well, not quite that far, to see each other again.
I know. I just run into you in all the strangest places.
I know. Isn't it wonderful?
I was in Florence, you know, and I went to all the shops. I went into the Gianni Versace shop, and they weren't even going to serve us. And I said, I'm a close personal friend of Jan Bagula. And they said, oh, no problem. They brought out the credit card machine and said, what do you want?
And you left the credit card. The receipt is waiting for me.
I said, don't worry.
I'm ready.
Jan will be back.
Oh, good.
Why do you come here? There's such, from what I understand, from what you tell me, Italy is real new to the nail business. And yet, at your booth in there, we've got people that are just like gaga over what you're doing.
It's amazing. Cosmoprof to us does not represent strictly the Italian market, but we're speaking 5 different languages in our booth. We're speaking French and Spanish and Italian and English and you name it. And it's really a world convention, and our goal as a company is to be the global world leader of hand beauty. And it really starts at Cosmoprof for us to extend ourselves beyond the American market, position ourselves as the leader in total hand beauty, and I think we're accomplishing that here at Cosmoprof. It's been a great show.
Tell me briefly about each of your distributors. Tell me about Germany.
Yes, Hans and Marlene Maha Nail, they've been our partners in Germany for about 10 years. They are in the top 10 of our distributors around the world.
We have a big success in Germany because we believed from the very beginning, not only in the product, but also in the idea that Creative Nail Design created. And this means the idea is to bring the level of the nail professionals up to what fashion is and what professional hairdressing is. And so we're really sharing this idea, and maybe this is the success. It takes a little bit longer, but it's going steadily up and up and up.
Why did you come to Cosmoprof?
To get new clients and to open the market in Italy also for nails. Why? We found out it's very important to have nice nails. If you are a woman and like to look very fashion, like the Italian girls does, we miss a little bit the nice nails and the nice hand, and we open the market here with the perfect products from Creative Nail Design. But it's my favorite. I worked 20 years with this.
France.
Jacques and Anne-Marie, they have a beautiful nail studio in Nice. They have become our distributor for the entire country of France. Another very energetic, very quality thinking couple. Maha, Jacques Dion, the entire family that we've chosen in Europe, they share in our philosophy of doing things well, backing all of the products with education. So they're really taking the blueprint that we've done in America and they're extending it all around Europe.
We went in America to find a good product to work with in France. At the beginning, just for a small salon. And we try everything and we discover the Creative Nail Design product. And we decide to work only with this product because it's by far the best. And after a while, we decide to distribute. And we ask for the distribution, and Creative Nail Design gave us the honor to be the distributor for France. And I can tell right now we are very happy with it and it works very well. And we plan for a great future.
Are you having a good time?
Oui, très bien. Je suis très contente d'être ici parmi vous.
Christian Rain, you met him from Spain.
España,
yes. Yes, he also has really made the nail enhancement market down in Spain, Barcelona, Madrid, even extending down to the south of Spain.
About 6 years ago, when I made the product in States, and we sell the product in Spain. We find a very good quality, and the price was correct. So we had an interview with the Nordstrom family, I mean Jane and Jim, in Los Angeles, and we start the business with them.
Susie, representing Italian distribution here for Creative Nail, what have you found with the people that are coming to this booth?
I think there's very much interest from the Italian clients because they don't have any idea about nail extensions, and I just said in Italian that the nail extensions are unknown in Italy. And women, Italian women are very elegant women. They dress very well, but they have awful hands and nails. And so there should be a great market for it.
30 seconds or less.
Right.
What would you say to your American distributors as you stand here in front of the International Beauty Show of all beauty shows? What do you say to your people?
I can only say thank you to our American distributors who put us into business, who have allowed the nail enhancement market, the hand beauty market to flourish. They were our partners in making this market get started. And here at Cosmoprof, we use them as examples with every new dealer we come in contact with. We talk about all of our friends back home and what a great job they've done. So we're one big, great, happy family, and we're all in this together to grow. So,
and you're doing well.
Yes, we are.
And you're
it's
growing
exciting.
well. And let's
yes,
go
we
in.
Are. Let's go.
Because they have
Get to work.
espresso here. They get this little tiny cup of coffee, and it's like you can. We are here at Cosmoprof in Bologna, Italy. Of course, probably got to be the biggest trade show in the professional and non-professional beauty industry in the world.
It's probably the biggest show that I've ever seen of any type.
You are an exhibitor here, which is kind of fun.
That's right, and as an exhibitor, there's been Poetic Justice played on BBSI, of course.
Not a good location.
We have absolutely the worst location in the show.
So now you know how a small upstart company in the beauty industry feels when they get stuck by the concession stand, right?
In all honesty, Rick, BBSI would never sell a booth at like this location.
Like this, right. Question now is, why did the BBSI come here? What are you doing here at Cosmoprof?
We have a threefold purpose for being here, Rick. The one is to try and attract new distributors, foreign distributors, to our shows. Secondly, perhaps to attract some new exhibitors, new manufacturers, new products to the shows as well. And equally as important, we have a list with us of 170 manufacturers who are interested in exporting to Europe, to the European market.
So you actually, as the BBSI, brought over here names of American companies within the BBSI, I presume, that would like to distribute European markets.
Absolutely.
What do you do for them then?
Well, what I'm doing is taking leads for them. We have many of them sent us their catalogs. We have their catalogs on display. The buyers go through the catalogs, tell us who they're interested in hearing from, and we'll report that back to the manufacturers who participated. You can't just come to a Cosmoprof as a manufacturer and expect it to be like a BBSI. It's a whole different experience. It's a different way of exhibiting entirely. And I'd be happy to talk with anybody that's interested.
There you go. We'll be back with more from Bologna after this. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Just 18 months ago, the professional salon industry learned a new word, ISO, and a revolution in perming began. ISO, an acronym for Innovative Styling Options Incorporated, and the brand name of 2 perm SKUs, is changing the way stylists and their clients perceive permanent waving. With ISO, damage-free perming is a reality. The introduction of ISO caused a true perming revolution. ISO-exclusive distributors confidently approach their salon customers with something totally new in the perm category. And now, Innovative Styling Options Incorporated has more good news for ISO distributors. Just weeks before this BBSI, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office in Washington, D.C. informed the company of its intention to issue a patent covering the isoamine technology developed by Innovative Styling Options, which is the active ingredient in thio-free, damage-free ISO perms. An issued patent will allow Innovative Styling Options Incorporated a 17-year time period during which the company can protect its research investment by preventing others from making, using, or selling the patented isoamine technology. This patent will not only protect Innovative Styling Options Incorporated and its investors, but will protect ISO distributors from imitations in the marketplace. In making the announcement, Tom Ridgway, General Manager of Innovative Styling Options, told Profiles that we are extremely pleased that we have reached this benchmark and can wholeheartedly pursue the development of additional innovative products for which we will also seek technology patents. And in July, ISO embarked on an aggressive direct mail campaign to over 100,000 salons, offering 2 free ISO perms to both new and current users. It's this type of aggressive technological development and salon industry promotional activity that will take ISO straight to the top. And ISO guarantees us that they have only just begun to revolutionize and to energize the professional salon industry. Don't forget there are 2 big profile shows at this BBSI. Check the Profiles newspaper for the channels in your hotel and watch them both. Well, for those of you who have watched our program before, this is nothing new to you. I am in a warehouse at a manufacturing company. This is a little bit different because we are at the home of Hayashi here in Southern California, actually in Valencia in Southern California. This product is really quite unique. By the way, this is a Japanese symbol that means forest. And this particular product is Hinoki Conditioner, one of the Redmond lines here at Hayashi. You know, the story about this company is very unique, and I would imagine that most of you don't know that the name comes from Sharon Hayashi. John Fasan is Sharon's husband, and he is the CEO of this company. Sharon is the president. 30 years ago, she was in the beauty industry and has been in this industry for almost 30 years as a hairdresser and a salon owner. And she saw this concept of marketing beauty products through a salon, and she thought that it was a good thing and realized that what was going to happen as it grew, the salons and the hairdressers would be bombarded with all kinds of hype and products that they have no idea what to do with. And she said, if I ever do this, I want to do it right. And I want to do it simply so they can understand the concept. And that's really what happened 10 years ago when they decided to start this line, Hayashi. Because unlike companies that start a product line and sell a product or sell a name or sell a logo or whatever, what they've done here is sell a concept, and that's the Japanese concept. An American product line with a Japanese concept, a concept of doing business with their customers, a concept of manufacturing product, a concept of providing merchandise for the consumer. And that probably is the reason that this company has been so successful in the last 10 years, particularly in the last 3 or 4. We are going to introduce you to Sharon Hayashi, John Fasan, and the people here at Hayashi Products, and let you find out exactly what's so special about this very special product line. You know, Sharon, when you walk around your building here, you see all... You know, considering the 10 years this company's been in business, I was personally amazed at what I didn't know about Hayashi. So the first thing I did when I visited the company's headquarters in Valencia, California, was spend some time with Sharon Hayashi, the company's founder. I asked Sharon how she came up with the original concept of the Hayashi product line.
Actually, I've been in the industry 30 years, and Hayashi is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. And it started with a concept of finding a need for a simple, concise line of products.
Simple and concise. Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you something right off the bat. I should have started with this. Hayashi is an American company. I thought it was a Japanese company, an imported product line, for the longest time before I found out you're made in America, you're built in California, and have been since the very beginning.
Yes, that is a family name.
That's a family name.
Mm-hmm.
And yet people have the feeling, or I thought the first time I saw it, oh, an imported product line from Japan. Not true. Made in America.
We have a very unique philosophy and concept in that we are very eclectic. The Japanese connotation comes through by the name, yet we are an American company and our products are made in U.S.
Mm-hmm. Sharon, what is the Japanese concept that drives this company?
Well, when we talk about Japanese concept, it has a connotation of being something with heritage, something very mysterious, a lot of intrigue, and so it creates a lot of interest. So we really have the best of both worlds.
Is that one of the things that has made this product line so attractive to distributors and consumers over the years? I mean, you see this line, you can't help but want to pick it up and look at it and see what's special about it. Did you plan it that way? I mean,
there are 3 things that Hayashi promotes that contributes to our success, and that is a concept, a strong image, and a long-term philosophy.
A long-term philosophy, explain that.
Long-term meaning that the way we promote our wares in our philosophy is keeping everything simple, quality, and having performance, whether it's in the people or the products. And this makes it very easy for distributors and salons to understand. The bottom line is pulling through to the consumer. So we have a very simple philosophy, and this is understood worldwide in any language.
Sharon, you do a tremendous amount of promotional support material for distributors. It's all over this company. You see the posters and the header cards and the banners and the support material that you do. Is this something that's a real bug for you? I mean, something you really are crazy about doing?
Well, it's not only a bug, it's a necessity. And in the last 2 years, we have accessorized ourselves to add to the support of the distributor. When a distributor takes Hayashi into a salon, he is surrounded by a lot of elaborate high-tech accessories, and it makes it an easier entrance into the salon. These particular accessories create a lot of interest and generate a lot of profits for the salon.
When it comes to promoting Hayashi, nobody knows more about it than the company's CEO, John Fasson. John, you know, I was amazed really when we were walking around the other day and I saw all these Hayashi products that were not shampoo and conditioner. I mean, you've got some beautiful, high-tech, beautifully made brushes and what is this, a scissor, a shear pack, right?
It's a shear roller, yes.
That you can put on your belt, spray things. I got to ask you about this. This is the strangest looking brush. This has got to be for a reason here, right?
Well, this is one of the special accessories that we have. We're always trying to do something a little bit different. And brushes is not our business. Yet, what we are doing is we're giving the distributor a support program. Something that's unique, something that they can go into the salon and sell it through before even they sell in the Hayashi line.
That was a question I was going to ask. It seems that they could go to a salon that doesn't even carry Hayashi at this point in time and say, you know, and they all have displays. I mean, you got 6 brushes, 3 brushes, easy to get into a salon, and then what? The salon sees the quality of the product, the service from the Hayashi distributor.
Exactly.
Is that your plan?
Sure, it's all part of the program. In today's market, we need more ammunition than just going in with the liquid line. It can be the greatest line in the world, but if the distributor has the right tools, more ways to get into the salon, they establish already an account. They can establish an account with a brush that says Hayashi. That's already a Hayashi account.
John, is this something you thought of from the very beginning? I mean, 10, 11 years ago, did you say we're going to do shampoo and all the wet goods, but we also want to provide support material too? Is that...
Sure, if we can offer the distributor more ways than one, that's always the important thing for us. We need to increase the batting average of the sales consultant going to the salon and sell Hayashi products.
You know, one of the most interesting things here at Hayashi is you learn very fast that they're very proud of what they have done. The last 10 or 11 years has seen this company grow phenomenally, not only just in size, but in stature in the industry. This is one of the most respected product lines in the beauty industry, and to find that out, you just have to ask a successful Hayashi distributor. This is the Natura line, and the interesting thing about Natura, introduced about 6 months ago now, certainly one of the most beautifully packaged products I've ever seen in the industry, and has won national awards, by the way. But there's 5 products in this line, and John Fasson and Sharon released this product about 6 months ago. They have tested it in some very difficult markets in Los Angeles and New York and a couple of places across the country. The results have been phenomenal. And the interesting thing about it is it's only 5 products, but it's a very special approach. It's, they call it soothing therapy for stressed hair, and it allows the Hayashi distributor to take an entirely new line with these 5 products that doesn't compete with their Hayashi product line that they already sell. The success of Natura has only just begun. Mark our words, this is going to be one of the products for 1994.
Natura was really John's idea, who was our CEO. And he found a need for a simple short line, what we call a short line, of botanically based natural products. And Natura is interesting because we focus in on all hair types.
Shooting Profiles isn't all work and no play. We had a great pizza lunch at Hayashi, and during that time I had a chance to speak with Paul Gauguin, the company's international sales director, about Hayashi's new international facility in Holland.
Well, we felt that instead of shipping in containers across the water to each individual distributor, it was easier to warehouse in Holland, and from Holland then we could ship goods to as and when they needed. So we didn't have a long lead time, 2.5, 3 months.
You having a good time over there with this product line?
Great.
What's the best thing about it for you?
It's exciting, it's vibrant, it's new.
Hairdressers like it?
They love it.
This summer, the real excitement at Hayashi is the introduction of the company's brand new professional color-enhancing shampoo. This is Gwen, and this is Diane, this is Kim, and we're actually on the stage here at the Hayashi Academy. And the reason we're up here is because these lovely ladies with, you might notice, red, blonde, and brunette hair, we're going to talk about this new product from Hayashi called Professional Color Shampoo System. And Edward Teitel, of course, is the creative director here at Hayashi. This is not the first color shampoo, quote, but apparently very different and very possibly the best. What's so good about this?
Well, what makes this system so unique is its professional color shampoo line for colorists.
For colorists?
Right.
That's the key.
Right. And with the melanin, it adds and enhances the pigments in the hair and seals it.
And now I understand from reading earlier, the melanin actually, which is unique to a product like this, helps prevent color fading.
Right, you won't get any fadage.
Either from this product or from the color that's on the hair?
Right.
It's been over 2 years since the company began developing the color-enhancing shampoo system. I asked Sharon why the company put so much time into the development.
Because we wanted to do it right. We wanted to address all the areas of concern we had to make a unique line of color shampoo.
And a large line as well. There are, what, nine shades here, not 3 or 4.
Yes, we're going to cover the wide range of hair types and colors and the different types of hair and texture. And we've put a lot of focus on the condition and shine of the hair.
Now you are calling this a system, not just a shampoo product. I mean, this is
well, we have named this Hayashi Professional Color Shampoo. And precisely because it is going to be a system for salon professionals.
So they'll be able to use this in the salon as opposed to just selling it to a consumer to take home.
Well, there are 2 good points. It is a very consumer-oriented item now, and it is in high demand, and it's going to be a good cash flow item for the salons, as well as being able to prescribe this on a professional level. We're very excited about this line because our existing distributors are going to have the opportunity to increase cash flow. It's a new category of product that does not interfere with Hayashi sales. If anything, it's going to it's going to expand their sales base. And new distributors coming on board with Hayashi can start, if they would like, with just the color shampoo line.
So a distributor could come to you and say, you know, we're not ready to take on a new shampoo line right now, whatever, but could we get this color thing? And you'd be interested in that?
Precisely.
If they're the right distributor.
Yes.
It seemed like our day was almost over before I had a chance to sit down with CEO and co-founder of Hayashi, John Fasson, to ask him about the Japanese concept of his company and exactly how they get that concept across to their distributors.
Hayashi is a concept. It's an American company, but it's a concept. What the concept is has a lot to do with how you promote your wares, not only to the distributor, but to the salons and to the consumer. So it's very important that in the mind of the consumer, when they walk into the salons, they see a product that's attractive, okay, that look good in terms of packaging, and it's important for the product to perform as well. Distributors do not want to invest their money on a fly-by-night situations. Our track record shows that we've been here to stay, we're very successful, and we're going to make our distributor very successful as well.
We are in Venice, Italy.
Real Venice.
We're really in Venice, Italy. And Claudio is so terrific. I mean, he goes around here and he was brought up in Venice, Italy, right?
Yeah, right.
So he knows like everybody. So we're going by here on this boat and he says, look at that, that's where they make the gondolas.
Exactly.
Right, the gondolas.
This
This apparently is the oldest gondola maker in Venice.
In Venice.
These guys have been made, they don't even speak the dialect he speaks, right?
No, they speak only dialect. They
Only
don't speak,
dialect.
Yeah,
okay.
just dialect.
Dave, if you look over here, this is one that's in here for repair or for
Yeah, for
painting,
painting.
or something. And of course, when you think about Venice, we think about the gondolas, and you go and you go around in the canals,
And this
right?
is still the place where they make
And
the
this is where they make them. If you want to follow us, it's kind of dark in here. They don't work with any lights. They make these all by hand. He bends this by hand, and he's placing the piece of wood now. All of this woodwork is all done by hand. And I guess there aren't very many people left, Claudio, that know how to do this.
It's very few. It's just, I think the gentleman here, which is his name, come si chiama? Lei? Gastone is one of the last maker of gondola.
Wow. This is really amazing. This is something that people, I must tell you folks, here on Profiles.
And he told me something amazing anyway. He sent now 3 gondola in Miami next week. Is right?
To go in Miami?
Yeah, go in Miami.
Wow, that's amazing. Just in case you were wondering, about 30,000 American dollars if you want them to build you a gondola.
A gondola.
Which
yeah.
would be 14 billion lira.
Yeah.
Or something like
yeah,
that.
About.
This is great. Did you used to do this when you were a boy? Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
It started with gondolas. We'll get back in our boat.
I was driving
And it
gondola.
ended up salon furniture. It's, it's close to the
Yeah,
same
it's
thing.
familiar because it's the food.
Okay, listen, don't go away, because when we come back here on Profiles, Kaisa and Chris, 2 of the most beautiful models ever to grace the offices of ABBA products here in Irvine, California, where we are going to show you unbelievable shine and unbelievable curls with 2 brand new products from the people who invented pure and natural hair care. When we come back, don't go away.
Well, anyways, this guy's 92. He's getting married to a woman 25. Talking to his brother who's 93. Brother says, where are you going on a honeymoon? He says, Hawaii. He says, you're 92 going on a honeymoon with a woman 25? The guy says, yeah. He says, there could be a fatality. The 92-year-old says, well, if she dies, she dies.
It's time for another update here on Profiles, this time about the industry's leading manufacturer of paper and specialty products for the salon, W.R. Rayson. This is actually more of a location update, since Rayson has recently moved its entire operation from Long Island, New York, to Burgar, North Carolina. Now on location in North Carolina, here's my good friends Michael and Marcia DiMartino.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, all of our Rayson distributors, both large and small, for 25 years of loyal support that allowed us to grow into our new manufacturing facility in Burgar, North Carolina. We'd like to give you a tour. Come and join us.
For years, W.R. Rayson's paper products like end papers, neck strips, and table towels have been the most recognizable brand in the industry. More recently, the company's unique Block It product has literally changed the way salons do color and perms. This new facility means Rayson customers will enjoy better service than ever, with Rayson's state-of-the-art paper converting, warehousing, and shipping operation.
Hi, I'm Karen DiMartino, and I recently joined the staff of W.R. Rayson full-time. I used to run the salon division in New York with Marcia DiMartino. I've been heading up the education department now for W.R. Rayson, and I'm looking forward to meeting you all at this year's BBSI. Hopefully we can schedule some classes in your area very soon.
We at Profiles would like to congratulate all the people at W.R. Rayson on their great move to North Carolina. For more information about Rayson, you can see Michael DiMartino here at the BBSI. Now back to Profiles.
Thank you, Rayson Distributors!
Well, here we are, back in Minnesota. And in a few minutes, we'll sit on the back porch with Tom Redmond and hear all about how he fell off his horse and had knee surgery, but that's later. First, you're going to meet Rich Mirabelli, a guy with tons of beauty industry experience, who now heads up the most exciting single product line in the industry. It's called Aretae. Before we start, Kevin, tilt down on these shoes. Look at these shoes. You believe that? Look at these. And look at the socks. Pretty fancy, huh?
For a Midwestern.
For a Midwestern guy.
Northern Midwestern, yes.
Rich, you have been in the beauty industry nigh on 100 years.
100 years.
100 years. Started where? Where everybody starts?
When I was 23. I started with Clairol.
Tell me about Aretae. Aretae is one product.
One product. It's one product because we believe that today in our industry, to try to launch a line, no matter how good, no matter what the marketing position, would be extremely difficult. I remember years ago where distributors and salons were always looking for new lines. It's not the case today. Today you got the Magnificent Three, I won't mention any names, and then you have about 30 good lines underneath the big three. And distributors and salons as well are well entrenched with those lines. They don't want to invest the time, they don't want to invest the money in an unknown entity.
Mm-hmm.
So what we developed, and it took us years, we developed a product that we feel is the creme de la creme of reconstructors, if you want to categorize it that way.
Or the clay de la clay.
The clay de la clay. That's good. I like that, right? The clay de la clay. And it's one product. And that's all we do. We do one product. We're not a line. We're one product. And what our charge is naturally to build volume on this one product. We believe we can. And if we could get a full-service distributor and add to his volume, year-end volume, without replacing dollars, and the same with the salons, then we have succeeded. We believe we're doing that. We are doing it now as we speak, Rick.
Even as we speak?
As we speak, it's being done.
As we speak. Well, show me around a bit, okay?
Certainly.
Let's go down here.
Love to.
As a single product line, Aretae is certainly unique in the beauty industry. I asked Redmond's Director of Education, Meri Lerberg, how that would alter the way the education programs work for the distributor. One product. I mean, there's one product in this line. Does that change the way you approach the education?
Difference?
Yeah.
No, you still need education, whether it's one product or several products. Those distributors still need to know what the product does, how it performs, to pass that along to the hairdressers, to the salons they're calling on.
What's special about this? I mean, it says Aromatera Aromatic Hair Clay Therapy.
It works.
Is that what
makes the hair soft, resilient, makes it work, makes it bend and move, leaves it in a wonderful condition, and the fragrance is outstanding. We love it.
Rich ingredients obviously are very important, especially when you're really focusing on one product. You don't have 15, 16 products. Ingredients got to be everything with this.
Oh, ingredients it's everything with this. In fact, when we started researching this product, one of Tom's beliefs early back, and I think it's a major reason that made him such a big success, is we don't market a product to a price point. We go to our chemists and we say, develop the best product in this category that you possibly can develop. And then we put the price point
as it falls.
As it falls, exactly.
Rich, you are legitimately excited about this product.
I really am. I'm having fun with this product because it's fun to launch it. It's like when I do a kickoff sales meeting. I'm in front of the sales group. It's like a breath of fresh air. You could see the excitement and their faces light up when they hear about the product, when they hear about the promotion, when they hear how we're going to penetrate their market. It's exciting. I am definitely excited about this product, Rick.
I bet Rich Mirabelli is having a good time with Aretae because over the years we've had more fun with Tom Redmond than almost anybody on Profiles. And on this trip, Tom took us around his ranch in Minnesota, and he showed me his old horses and his new horses and even the hole in his knee where he just had surgery after falling off his horse. Then I sat down with Tom and Rich, and I asked Tom why he chose a product like Aretae as a new introduction to the beauty industry. Is this a foray back into the professional industry for you? I mean, is that...
No, we never left it. I mean, we always sold our other lines within the professional beauty industry. We always sold them in there. We never left.
This is a professional-only product?
Yeah. Rick, the day of going from beauty to retail is over with. Matter of fact, the day of introducing a line nationally in retail is extremely difficult today. So, I mean, it ain't like I don't care what line in the beauty industry that would like to make the transition today from beauty to retail, they wouldn't make it. They wouldn't make it. I mean, they do business and they have some volume, but they get killed in the transition.
What's the single most important reason this product is going to be successful in the professional industry?
Quality. It's always quality. I mean, there's an old saying, I'd rather be first than better. And that does have some validity to it. If you have a brand new type of product, you are probably better off to be the first one, not necessarily the best one. But we just have worked on this particular formula for an extremely long amount of time, and we know it works. It's like, it's money in the bank. I don't care where we put it, it's going to repeat. People love it. It works. So why not just put all your time and effort into promoting one item rather than take the traditional concept of I gotta have a line.
You know, this is one of the landmarks when you think of Holland, of course, are windmills, and there used to be thousands of windmills in Holland. I think there's only about 400 or so left in Holland. This particular one dates back from 1892. It was actually originally built in northern Holland, and it's been given to this park back in 1992. It was a gift from the Holland America line, the company that ships the bulbs and has been for many, many years from Holland to America. And this is a gift for the park. It's 100 years old. And windmills apparently are different depending on what they were used for. Some were used for pumping water, some were used for grinding, some were used for powering sawmills. This particular windmill, and I guess this particular style, was used for grinding corn into flour. That's what they were used for back then. Only about 497 windmills left, and this is one of them here in Kukendorf in Holland. You know, last year when we came down here to Irvine in Southern California to introduce you to Jim Markham and Alan Benfield Bush and all the people here at ABBA Products, we walked around the facility here on this beautiful Irvine high-rise, and we showed you the filling operation. We talked about the tremendous amount of increase in sales over the previous year, talked about some new products. Well, we are back again, and lo and behold, the facility here for ABBA is almost 300% of what it was last year at this time. They have more people. The sales are up 100% from last year, and they have two very exciting new products to tell you about. We've got some beautiful models to show you, and once again, we'd like you to meet Jim Markham and Alan Benfield Bush and the people at ABBA. You know, if I had my way, I'd cut first straight to the scenes with the pretty models. We had a great time here at ABBA with some new products and Alan Benfield Bush styling. But the first thing we did on this visit to ABBA was walk around the brand new facility, over 300% larger, with Alan and Jim. This is like all new...
This is the new conference room.
Almost new facilities. This is the conference room.
This is the conference room.
Great. And you know what's great is I've noticed, like, look over here, everything is what is this? Mauve and lime green.
Teal.
Did you guys come in and paint this?
Well,
like all by yourself? It's
yeah.
great. If ever there were a near-perfect partnership in the beauty industry, this could just be it. Jim Markham and Alan Benfield Bush certainly have found the correct combination for success. Alan Benfield Bush is the company's co-founder and president. Alan, you've had this company now for, what, 4 or 5 years?
This is the fifth year. Fifth year.
You know that there have been lots of other companies in the industry, and we see them all the time. You walk up and down the aisles at the BBSI, and you will see a new shampoo company and maybe another new shampoo company. They come and they go, and they come and they go.
Yeah.
You guys,
it's not easy staying.
5 years, you're still here and more successful every single year.
Correct.
Can you attribute that to anything in particular?
I don't think you can attribute it to one or two things. I think just having the right ingredients in all the areas, just making sure that even when you're selling a product, it has to sell through. It just can't sit there. People have to like it. That's really important. Plus, with the hairdressers, it's a good tool for them at their back bar as well as at their station. And also, we give a lot of education to help them achieve their balance of business and art behind the chair, to help them grow. So as we grow, we're helping everybody grow with us, and I think that's what's important, to everybody feel that surge of growth, which is needed in the industry, seeing as the way the economics are. So we help supply in lots of different areas, and to have a product line that goes all the way through and the consumer liking it. So there's a lot of different parts to it all.
You are doing shows all the time. You are one-on-one with hairdressers as well. What kind of...
I like to do shows, and I like to do in-salon classes. I think meeting them personally and getting involved and seeing their environment. So I make a lot of those kind of visits, and I think they're important, and show them how to use the product and how to do other things.
Speaking of that, this new product is so hairdresser related. I mean, you have got to be thrilled at this. This is called Sets. S-E-T-S.
This is what we're really excited about. We've been working on this for a while, and it's so obvious when you come to think of it that the consumer is setting their hair whether the hairdressers do it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore the hairdressers are missing out on an area of where they could be of a better service to their client and bring them back into the salon.
Right.
Sets is a product where we can show them to do very easy 7 rollers set and get a lot of volume and lift and curl depending on length of hair, of course.
Right.
And we've got a step-by-step instruction book, which is a hand tag on the product, so the clients can have that or many styling options at home with the one design she's got from her hairdresser. And the hairdresser can introduce her to this, so they're going to thank one another in the long run.
This is what a big difference a little curl makes.
Yeah.
And then inside it says, get sets and show your styles. You've actually here, you're teaching the consumer on your 7-roller set, which you're going to show us later on, I might add.
Right.
You're almost selling this product for the hairdresser.
Correct.
How can a woman come into a salon? Correct me if I'm wrong, Alan. Don't hairdressers usually do something to? I mean, they don't just cut. They
the blow drying. Well, the blow drying days are still in. It's hard for them to let go of that. It's hard for them to let go of the curling irons, which I might use a lot of clients over abuse because they can be dangerous in the hands of a non-professional anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But rollers are an easy thing to do. Bendies, no matter what sizes, what width they are, what color, depending on what you want to get in the way of a different styling option. And so therefore you're to have sets and put it in and know you're going to get a lot of body, a lot of fullness, shine, be able to brush through it, be able to put your fingers through it, and has a long-lasting hold.
In a moment, you'll see how this look becomes this look, using ABBA's new revolutionary product called Sets. But first, I sat down with ABBA's co-founder and CEO, Jim Markham, a man who, in an earlier lifetime, was known as the hairdresser to the stars.
I have very fond memories of it, and a few of them I still have conversations and relationships with. It was a very exciting time in my life, and I believe it gave me a good foundation of what customer wants, the celebrities want, and I believe they're not much different than anybody else. They just demand the very best. And no, I have a very fond memory of doing their hair, and it was a wonderful experience.
You know, you don't come out with a whole lot of new products, I mean, very often. When you do come out with a product, it seems that it is something that is very unique. The molasses shampoo was a great success for you and a good example of something that is unique and somebody says, wow, you know, and now you've done it again, 2 products now, right?
Yeah, like Alan had mentioned, we come up with Sets. It's a long-lasting thermal protection product designed for roller setting or hot curl, any type of setting, curling irons, hot rollers, cold rollers, wet or dry rollers. But what it does is it gives the customer styling options that a lot of hairdressers are not presently doing. So we're really setting a trend. And instead of following a trend and in response to why we're growing so fast, is we're always trying to set a trend in this business. If you're just coming out with a product line and following what everyone else is doing, you're not going to go anywhere.
Right.
So that, and we come out with a new product, and I'll show you in its clear version. It's called Mica Shine, and it's got a mica in it.
Let me see this. I don't know if Dave, you can get this, but look at this. This is unbelievable. What's in there?
That's mica. Mica is like fool's gold is mica. It's a mineral, and it's nature's ultimate light reflector. So when sprayed onto the hair, those shiny surfaces reflect light. And it's in a lightweight, water-soluble spray, silicone base that has heat, which keeps it trapped on top of the hair. And when it flashes off, it doesn't weight the hair down, and it doesn't attract dirt out of the atmosphere. So what the ultimate thing you have is a lightweight, high-gloss, shining product that doesn't attract dirt and doesn't weight the hair down.
Jim, tell me about your distributors. What kind of relationship do you have with them, and how do they feel when you come out with these creative, new niche products?
Well, they, like anyone else, if it's not unique, if it's not really superior, if it doesn't have a unique niche, I mean, they're not excited about it. So Alan and I, we analyze the market, we see what is needed, what we think will work, and we develop and fine-tune that product so that it's the best product it can possibly be before we release it. If it's not, we don't come out with it. That's why we take our time in coming out with it and developing it and having something unique. And when we do that, then they're really excited because they know it's going to work. And I think they've got confidence at this point that we're going to come out with the right programs, educationally, the right product concept,
the right performance, the right price points, and we have a good pulse on what's going on in the industry because we've been in the business, both of us, about 30 years now. And between the two of us, we got 60 years combined, and we believe we know what it takes to go the distance because we are going to be a force in this industry.
In a moment, we'll get to that hairstyling I promised you, but first, Gina Bush is responsible at ABBA for their tremendous show schedule every year, something the distributors are very proud of.
I didn't realize the extent of the show schedule at ABBA. You're all over the place.
All
all
over the place,
time.
yeah. Alan travels 90% of his time.
90%.
90%. He is booked every week of every month. I think we might have December off, maybe for Christmas, but.
And this is all for distributor support?
All for distributor support, yeah.
Wow, they must love it.
Of course they do.
Yes. What are we doing here? You're doing the fabled
The
infamous
seven
roller
set.
set.
Correct.
Now you're actually going to roll her entire hair with just 7 rods.
Yeah.
Sounds like an infomercial thing. You're actually going to do it with 7 rods.
That's what it like. And I'm just putting the sets on. You don't need a lot. You just need it in the area where you want the most lift. Smooth it through with your fingers. Put it through to the ends a little.
Mm-hmm. If there were 1 or 2 main advantages to setting the hair with the new Sets product as opposed to using an old-fashioned setting gel or what else that would be used?
As I said earlier, setting gels just do that. They set the gel on the hair, and it's very crusty and crackly, and you can't really brush through the hair. You get a lot of dusting or resin showing. And plus, once you've brushed it through anyway, it just flops out. There is no hold, no body, no long-lasting hold, which this product is specially designed for.
Well, we're going to let you dry this, and then we're going to come back. You're going to have fuller, thicker, luxurious hair. All right?
Thank you, Rick.
Good work.
As you can see, we've got the 7-roller set. Very easy, very voluptuous, casual, soft.
Sets is only one of the 2 exciting new products from ABBA this summer. The other is Mica Hair Luminescent, a spray that creates unbelievable shine. Once again, Alan Bush.
What I'm going to do is just spray a light amount over it, just going down a couple of little spots, and then have her move around as she does.
And this is not going to weight the hair down at all?
No, it's a very light shine. It isn't one that would weigh the hair down at all. A lot of the shines do, but that's why we've taken so much time to develop this one.
You're the first.
You're the first, and the luckiest.
Brand new product from ABBA.
And the luckiest.
Go ahead.
Okay. Turn around gradually. And you can see, look, you can see immediately a difference in the hair.
Whether it's creating exciting new products, unique educational concepts, or great marketing programs for their distributors, Alan Benfield Bush and Jim Markham agree on one thing. There's no one thing that they can attribute their great success to.
So there's a lot of things. And without all of the people that work at the office and the people who are the distributors and the sales reps and, of course, our affiliates, it couldn't be done. So a big thanks to those people, too.
I'm looking forward to it. We're having a great time. I mean, you know, we know we can do it. And we see companies come and go, like you mentioned, and we kind of have, you know, we have to smile. We happen to have the right chemistry, the right thing going to do what needs to be done. But you know, our distributors and our salons and stylists have to be successful, so we have to continuously provide them with the right marketing tools, sales tools, promotions, and unique niche products to come out with, new educational programs, which Alan's done a wonderful job with to make that happen. And we're going to continue doing that. We love it.
Highway patrolman comes up, there's a big crash, right? Just cars demolished over the highway. So he gets his book out and he says, "Whew, most of the car on demolished, fender in ditch, D-I-T-C-H. Oh God, what is that? Oh, human arm in ditch, D-I-T-C-H. Looks over here. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, a human head on the boulevard. Oh my God. Human head on the boulevard. B-L-B-O-U. Human head in ditch, D-I-T-C-H.
We'll be back with more profiles in just a second, but I want to take a minute here with Julie here at Person Complay in Woodland Hills in Southern California to talk to you about the PERMS software package. Now that's PERMS, P-E-R-M-S, as in curly hair, right? You know there are other software packages out there that have been around for a number of years, but there is nothing quite like the PERMS package, and we'd like you to stop by the exhibit here at the BBSI and find out about it. But I thought we would ask somebody who uses this on a daily basis. They've had the software here for, what, 3 years in the salon? How did you choose this package over all the other salon software that's out there?
It just seemed to be the easiest for people who, none of us knew anything about computers. None of us knew anything of what we were getting into. And this was right up front, straightforward, and it works. It works for us.
One of the things that it does is it creates entire marketing programs, marketing packages actually for the salon. You use that a lot, don't you? You told me you love the marketing aspect of it.
It's one of our favorite aspects of it. We use it for any kind of anything. We send out birthday cards, we send out thank yous, we send out referral thank yous. Keeps the goodwill between clients and the salon. I think that's real important.
And of course it does scheduling, it does inventory control, it does payroll, it does 147 reports if you'd like them, right?
And we use all of them.
And you use all of them. It does everything, but one of the most unique points about the PERMS package is that this company creates entire marketing programs for the salons. And of course this means more business for the salon, more business for the distributor. There is nothing quite like PERMS. Stop by the exhibit here at the BBSI, talk to Merdad or Meruz, they are both here. You can say that? No, okay. And find out about PERMS, P-E-R-M-S, the premier salon software in the beauty industry. Julie, thank you very much. We'll get back to profiles, and Julie is now going to give me I need a little color on the top. See, I'm getting gray here.
I like the gray.
That's good. Thank you very much. Well, listen, that's about going to wrap things up for this edition of Profiles. We want to thank you very much for watching, and of course we want to thank all those great companies that allowed us to visit their facilities and show you a little bit more about them. Special thanks to Steve Stefano and the people at Joico for inviting us here to Holland, which is certainly a lovely place. And if you ever get a chance to travel in Europe and you're anywhere near Holland, just go right through Amsterdam and come straight to Keukenhof, because this is one of the most beautiful locations we've ever shot in. So thanks for watching Profiles, and remember, stay tuned because the show will start again in a minute and you can see the whole thing all over again. We'll catch you next time on Profiles. Thanks for watching.